Common indices to lecture number 39 is types of varnishes. Table of contents. The table of contents of this lecture are types of solvent-based varnishes, water-based varnishes, types of water-based varnishes, applications of water-based varnishes. So in this lecture, you will learn about the solvent-based varnishes and the water-based varnishes, their types and their applications. Types of solvent-based varnishes. So what are solvent-based varnishes and what are the types of solvent-based varnishes? The varnishes which are formed from the solvents are solvent-based varnishes. Solvent-based varnishes form very hard coatings that show high resistance to mechanical damage. So mostly solvent is used in the production of solvent-based varnishes. The coatings which are formed from solvent-based varnishes is very hard. They form a hard covering around the surface or on the surface. They have an ability that they show high resistance to mechanical damage. They prevent from the mechanical damage. They resist to mechanical damage. By creating a homogeneous structure, they also prevent the penetration of moisture. The coating which is formed from the solvent-based varnishes creates a homogeneous structure on the surface or on the objects. In this way, they create a coating which is highly homogeneous and prevent the penetration of moisture into the surface. The most important component of this type of varnish is the solvent, which is usually characterized by an unpleasant and intense smell. The solvent-based varnishes are formed from the solvent. The major component which is involved in the making of solvent-based varnishes is the solvent. The solvent-based varnishes are formed from the solvent, and this solvent has an unpleasant and intense smell. Solvent-based varnishes can be divided into number of subgroups. So, the solvent-based varnishes are further characterized into number of subgroups. Solvent-based polyurethane varnishes. So what are solvent-based polyurethane varnishes and what is their role? The solvent-based polyurethane varnishes are considered best. They are widely available. They are one of the best varnishes available on the market. The polyurethane varnishes has wide number of applications, and the varnishes which are solvent-based polyurethane varnishes are best choice. They are easily available on the market. There are one or two component varnishes. One component polyurethane varnishes use the moisture contained in the air to harden. These varnishes consist of one component or the two component. They are called as one component varnish or the two component varnishes. What are the functions of one component polyurethane varnishes. The one component polyurethane varnishes use the moisture that is contained in the air, and they use this moisture to harden the coating. In contrast, the characteristic features of varnishes based on two components are two stages of drying. So what are the features of two component based varnishes? The two component based varnishes are based on the two components. They require two stages for the process of drying. During the first stage, the solvent evaporates, then the chemical drying takes place and the varnish is hardened. So how the process of drying takes place in the two component based varnishes? In the first step of two component based varnishes, the solvent evaporates. And when the solvent evaporates, then the chemical drying takes place. And after the chemical drying takes place, the coating of varnish is hardened. What are the advantages of polyurethane varnishes? The advantages of polyurethane varnishes are their resistance to moisture as well as high flexibility. So, the major role of polyurethane varnish is that they act as a moisture resistant. They prevent the moisture, they protect the surface from moisture. Another advantage of polyurethane varnish is that they are highly flexible. They provide a coating which is highly flexible. Unfortunately, they are usually very toxic. They allow to obtain a wide range of finishes from satin to clothes. What are the disadvantages of polyurethane varnishes? The disadvantage of polyurethane varnish is that they are highly toxic. They are used to provide a finish. They allow to obtain a wide range of finishes. They provide a finish from satin to the gloss. Polyurethane varnishes, due to their abrasion resistance, are mainly used for varnishing floors in rooms with high intensity of movement such as halls and lounges. The advantage of polyurethane varnish is that they provide the abrasion resistance. They are used to provide a coating to the floors. They are mainly used for varnishing floors in the rooms. The polyurethane varnishes have high intensity of movements. They are used to provide the finish in the halls and the lounges. Nitrocellulose laca. What are nitrocellulose laca and what are their applications? Nitrocellulose laca produce a hard covering on the surface. They provide a hard finish. They provide a finish which is hard but flexible. They provide a durable finish that can be polished to a high sheen. What are the major raw materials which are used in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer? The main raw material for their production is nitrocellulose resin. It is usually obtained from cotton which is treated with sulfuric or nitric acid. So, the major raw material which is involved in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer is nitrocellulose resin. How we can obtain the resin? The resin is usually obtained from the cotton, and this cotton is treated further with sulfuric acid or the nitric acid. The nitrocellulose varnishes also contain a number of other substances such as polyester and alkyd resin, which improve their hardness and gloss. There are variety of other materials which are used in the production of nitrocellulose varnishes. The polyester and alkyl resins are involved in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer. By using the polyester and alkyl resin in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer, their ability to provide the hardness and gloss will be enhanced using these materials. Plastifying additives are also used. Most often, phthalates, which increase resistance to light and temperature. There are other additives and compounds which are added in the making of nitrocellulose lacquer besides polyester and alkyl resins. The plastifying additives are also added in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer. Most commonly, phthalates are used in the production of nitrocellulose lacquer. What is the role of these plastifying additives? The role of plastifying additives is to increase the resistance to light and temperature. So, they work as a light resistant and heat resistant. Nitrocellulose varnishes are used as materials for painting furniture and various wooden elements. They are also used as a base layer for polyurethane varnishes. There are various other applications of nitrocellulose lacquer. The varnishes which are produced from the nitrocellulose are used in the painting of furniture. They are used to provide the coating in various wooden elements. They provide a base layer for polyurethane varnishes. Oil resin varnishes. So what are oil resin varnishes? Oil resin varnishes are another type of solvent-based varnishes. Raw materials used for their production are drying oils, natural or synthetic resins, thinners, and usually a large number of additives, modifying their properties or appearance. So, which raw materials are used for the production of oil resin varnishes? The raw materials which are involved in the production of oil resin varnishes are drying oils, natural resins, synthetic resins, thinners, and large number of other additives which are involved in the production of oil resin varnishes. So, it depends upon the appearance or properties of the component that which compounds are to be used in the production of oil resin varnishes. These varnishes are characterized by high resistance to atmospheric factors, in particular to UV radiations. So, these varnishes are characterized by the high resistance to atmospheric factors. They are highly resistant to atmospheric conditions. They provide the protection against the UV radiations. Unfortunately, they also show poor hardness and abrasion resistance. There are some disadvantages of oil resin varnishes. The oil resin varnishes have poor hardness. The coating which is formed from the oil resin varnishes is not very hard as compared to the other varnishes. These varnishes are poor in providing the resistance against abrasion. They can be used for painting all wooden surfaces, from paneling to windows and doors. They can also be used as floor coatings in rooms with low traffic. There are certain advantages of oil resin varnishes. The oil resin varnishes are used for the purpose of painting. They are used to paint all the wooden surfaces. They are utilized for the purpose of painting from paneling to wooden and doors. They provide a protective coating to the floors in the rooms with low traffic. Spirit varnishes. So what are spirit varnishes and what is their role? They have a very short drying time, which usually does not exceed 60 minutes. Unfortunately, they are not resistant to all impacts and atmospheric conditions. The disadvantages of spirit varnishes is that they do not provide the resistance against various atmospheric conditions. The coatings which are produced from the spirit varnishes have a very short drying time. The drying time of spirit varnishes may not exceed from 60 minutes. Raw materials for the production of spirit varnishes are solutions of natural or synthetic resins dissolved in ethyl alcohol. So, which raw materials are involved in the production of spirit varnishes? The natural resins or synthetic resins are used as a raw material for the production of spirit varnishes. These natural or synthetic resins are dissolved in ethyl alcohols and work as a raw material for the production of spirit varnishes. Spirit varnishes can be used to paint toys and various wooden elements in interiors. The role of spirit varnishes is to provide a coating to paint toys and various wooden elements. An example of widely used varnish of this type is polish, which gives a relatively hard coating with a characteristic gloss. So what are the example of spirit varnishes? The example of spirit varnishes is the polish. Polish serve as a varnish, which provide a very hard coating, and this hard coating consists of a gloss. So you can take an example of polish as varnish. Water-based varnishes, types and applications. So what are the application of water-based varnishes? What are the types of water-based varnishes and what are their applications? Water-based varnishes are formed from the solvents, mainly water. In the case of waterborne varnish, the main diluent is water. So the major component which is involved in the production of waterborne varnish or the water-based varnish is the water. So basically, water-based varnishes are formed from the solvents, and the major component which is involved in their making is water. The methyl ester is responsible for their flexibility, and surfactants are substances that reduce their surface tension. The other component which is involved in their production is methyl ester, and methyl ester is a component which is responsible for the flexibility of the coating. The surfactants are also involved in their production, and surfactants are the substances which have the ability that they reduce their surface tension. The PCC group offers a wide range of different surfactants that can be used in the paint and varnish industry. PCC Group is a chemical company PCC is an international chemicals, logistics and energy corporation which offers a wide range of different surfactants that are employed in the manufacturing of paints and the varnish industries. Axodis PC30 can be used as a basic dispersing agent in water-soluble formulations. Due to its structure, aqueous polyacrylic acid water-based varnishes achieve excellent final stabilization. This product can also be used for the production of white decorative paints for interiors. The Exodus PC30 is used as a basic component which is involved in the water-based solubilizations. It acts as a dispersing agent. And what is a dispersing agent? A dispersing agent or dispersant is a substance, typically a surfactant, that is added to a suspension of solid or liquid particles in a liquid to improve the separation of the particles and to prevent their settlings or clumping. Due to the structure of this dispersing agent, the water-based varnishes achieves an excellent final stabilization. So the product which is found from this component has a high stabilization. This product is used for many purposes. It is used for the production of white decorative paints for interiors. Waterborne varnishes can be divided into three groups based on the type of adhesive used. So, the waterborne varnishes, which are formed from the solvents, mainly water, can be further divided into three groups. And these groups are based upon the type of adhesive being used in these types. The first type of waterborne varnishes is acrylic varnishes. What are acrylic varnishes and what are their applications? These are cheap substances that create transparent coatings without changing the color of the wood. The acrylic varnishes are widely used because they are low cost and they create a coating which is very transparent. They have an ability that they provide a coating which is very transparent, and the coating which is formed from the acrylic varnish is remained unchanged without damaging the color of the wood. They are characterized by low abrasiveness and mechanical resistance, and their biggest advantage is low toxicity. The acrylic varnishes are further characterized into low abrasiveness and they provide the mechanical resistance. The main advantage of the acrylic varnish is that they are less toxic. They are mainly used for painting wooden household products and painting floors in places with low traffic. Where we can use the acrylic varnishes? Where the acrylic varnishes coatings are used. The acrylic varnishes coatings are used to coat the wooden household products and they are used to coat the floors. Water-based polyurethane varnishes. So what are water-based polyurethane varnishes and what is their role? They show very high resistance to abrasion and mechanical damage. The advantage of water-based polyurethane varnish is that they provide a resistance to environmental conditions, to abrasion and mechanical damage. They are highly resistant to abrasion. In addition, they are intensive to moisture and temperature changes. The other advantage of water-based polyurethane varnish is that They provide intensities to moisture and temperature changes. They protect the surface or the other objects from the moisture or the environmental or temperature. Like polyurethane solvent-based varnishes, they are divided into one and two component varnishes. Same as polyurethane solvent-based varnishes, the water-based polyurethane varnishes are also classified into one component varnish or the two component varnishes. Due to creation of very durable coatings, they are often used on floors in living rooms. The advantage of water-based polyurethane varnish is that they are very durable. They provide a coating which is very durable and long-lasting. So that's why they are used to coat the floors in the living rooms. Polyurethane acrylic varnishes. What are polyurethane acrylic varnishes and what is their application? Their properties depends on the proportion of both components. Varnishes containing more polyurethane in composition are characterized by high hardness. The property of polyurethane acrylic varnishes depends upon the proportion of the both components which are used in the polyurethane acrylic varnishes. The varnishes which contains more polyurethane components provides a higher hardness. Polyurethane acrylic varnishes exist in one or two component forms. We can classify polyurethane acrylic varnishes into one component or into two components, and their properties depends upon both these components. They can also contain a number of hardeners that improve their mechanical strength and abrasion resistance. Unfortunately, it also increases their toxicity. There are a variety of hardeners that are present in these polyurethane varnishes, and these hardeners provide the mechanical strength and resistant to abrasion. So this is an advantage of polyurethane acrylic varnish, that they provide the mechanical strength and abrasion resistance. But unfortunately, the polyurethane acrylic varnishes has a disadvantage. They increase the toxicity. Assignments. Assignment number 1 is what are the disadvantages of spirit varnishes? Assignment number 2 is what is the function of PCC group?